Hi, my name is Tyler Grace, and this is my two-word testimony. My two words are distracted and focused. So to start off, I've always been part of a very religious family, and I've always gone to a strict Catholic church. So that kind of leads into what I'm about to tell you. Um, in my life, grades in school have always been like the most important thing to me because I've always aspired to be like that student that gets all the A's and that's envied by all the other students, and like that used to be my happiness. Like that's where my happiness came from, was being like the A+ student. And so with God, I just kind of I like all those distractions with school and the friends and family and being social. I kind of like pushed God into a little corner and said to myself that if I believed in God and if I went to church on Sundays, that I would end up going to heaven. And I thought that would be my relationship with God. But towards freshman year, I started to get a little unsatisfied with that relationship, and I noticed that I was so caught up in everything else that I wasn't really giving God the time that He deserved. So I went to Cru, which Cru is a organization. It's a club in my school where a bunch of Christians come together and we worship God and just talk about our stories that we have. And so I joined a Bible study actually with some of my friends from school, and like I feel like that was the first time that I was really exposed to authentic Christianity. And during that Bible study, we talked about how people have tried to like prove that God or what Jesus did was not real, but then we look back at all the evidence that proves that He is real and what He did was real. And that's kind of like the first time that I kind of really accepted Christ, because I thought like all the doubts that I had about Him and about like, is He real, is He not, and just what the Bible was saying, is it true, those just kind of left, and I didn't really have any more doubts anymore. And that's the first time, like I said, that I accepted Jesus Christ into my life. And so, though some of those doubts that kind of held me back before accepting Jesus, was that like I had doubts about God and about like myself, that if I accepted Jesus, that like I didn't know how I could strengthen my relationship with God. But like I said, Cru ended up helping me with that. So after accepting Jesus Christ, I could feel myself beginning to make God like my number one priority. Like grades and friends and all the social, family, everything like that. That's one of my main priorities. But I really try to make God my number one priority. And so, like an example of like my old life before accepting Christ and after accepting Christ would be like last year, my freshman year. Sometimes I would find excuses not to go to Cru and not to really worship God. But this year, I like find excuses to go to Cru because I love it so much, and I love everything about Jesus Christ and what He has to offer. So like my two words were distracted and focused. And before Christ, I was distracted with all the kind of the things that weren't important. Like, I mean, they're important, but like other than God. So, and then now I'm more focused on learning about God's word and learning how to spread His word, like the Bible. So, yep, that's what I have to say. So, bye.